just hit the go live button for Zoom, so we'll hit the record button momentarily, and then we'll give Hans the cue to start.
Go ahead. Good afternoon. Before we start, I will remind the committee and members of the public that this meeting is being recorded and live streamed to the Township YouTube channel. This meeting is being held electronically due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Precautions and measures are in place regarding social distancing to prevent the spread of the virus. Anyone who registered to participate in this meeting will be invited to join in the order of the application being taken, in this case, one application. I will now do a roll call of the committee for the benefit of the public watching this meeting. When I call your name, please wave at the camera and say here or present. I, Hans Potkemper, am present and chairing this meeting. Jim?
I'm present and here.
I guess we got Jim and Tim at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
Linda is not present. Charles?
Here.
Reno? Here. Nancy?
Here.
I will now provide a brief explanation of the procedure for this meeting. Each application will be read by Nancy, and she will ask each applicant to make a brief presentation, not to exceed 10 minutes. Committee will be given an opportunity to question the applicants. Any other person who registered with the registering secretary and is wishing to address an application either for or against will be given the opportunity to speak. Please make sure you have tuned on your microphone and video and identify yourself clearly for the recording secretary. After everyone has had an opportunity to speak, the committee will make a decision on the application. Once discussion on your application is complete, please mute your microphone and tune off the video. You are free to leave the meeting at that time or remain and listen to the balance of the applications. The applicants are advised that each application has a 20-day appeal period as required under the Planning Act. The last day of appeal for this application heard today is April 14th, 2021. At this time, I will ask members of the committee if any are declaring a pecuniary conflict of interest with any of the applications being heard. Does anyone have a conflict of interest? No. I will now ask Nancy to read the application description. Nancy?
The applications this evening are minor variance A5 2021 for Brian Kurtz and consent application 9 2021 for Brian Kurtz and Scott Kurtz for the properties located at 1320 and 1328 Maryhill Road in Maryhill. The property at 1320 Maryhill Road is zoned settlement commercial and contains a detached dwelling and accessory buildings. Property at 1328 Maryhill Road, also zoned settlement commercial, containing a detached dwelling and an accessory building. Application B 9 2021, the applicant is requesting permission to sever an approximate 3.6 by 50.2 meter, 179 square meter strip of vacant land from 1320 Maryhill Road and convey it as a lot addition to the adjacent lands at 1328 Maryhill Road in order to provide additional side yard setback. Both the severed and retained lands are zoned settlement commercial. The proposed retained lands will comprise approximately 2,144 square meters and approximately 36 meters frontage. Application A5 2021, subsequent to consent application B9 2021, the applicant is requesting permission to recognize the revised undersized parcel size for 1328 Maryhill, approximately 1,694 square meters, whereas 2,000 square meters is required. Ms. Shoemaker, if you'd like to make your presentation to the committee.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, staff, ladies and gentlemen. As Nancy has indicated, the owner, Brian and Scott Kurtz of 1320 Mary Hill Road, are seeking a lot line adjustment to add 3.64 meters to the property owned by Brian Kurtz at 1328. If the members were at the property, you can see that the building at 1328 is almost on the property line, and so making any improvements along that southerly, I guess I'd call it southerly building face, is very difficult without encroaching onto the property at 1320. So that's the purpose of the lot line adjustment, is to give approximately 10 feet to 1328 to allow maneuvering around the existing building. 1328 is currently undersized, and even though we are adding additional square meters to the lot, it still doesn't meet the minimum lot size requirement in the bylaw. So that's why we're seeking the minor variance to recognize the undersized parcel. We've reviewed the conditions. We see the requirement for the road widening. We don't have any issues with that. I expect what we will do is prepare a draft reference plan for staff to review. It's a little unclear how far south on 1328 we extend with that road widening. So we want to make sure that we've correctly interpreted what that road widening requirement is. I'd be pleased to answer any questions.
Any questions of the applicant?
Hans, through you, Mr. Chair, to the applicant. I noticed in the comments there, maybe Reno could answer it. They had mentioned 18 meters of right of way from the, to exclude the house, so 18 meters southerly from the northern border. Was that what was expected, that 18 meters? Either one, Reno, maybe you could answer that.
Through you, Mr. Chair, the 18-meter right of way is the total rural allowance required by the municipality, by the township.
Oh, okay, I misread that.
That's a total width. So we are requiring plus or minus 4 meters. And once the surveyor goes out there, as Nancy indicated, we will look at it and see how much. It's approximately about 4 meters that's going to be required on this side. But the meters is we require a total of 18-meter right of way for that.
Okay, then the follow-up question to that is, how you've excluded the building property for the widening, so, and it's not tied down of how many meters from the northern border towards the building, how much you're leaving either side. I think I read that in the comments here. Like, is there, are you guys just going to negotiate that out? Is that what the plan is?
That would be through you, Mr. Chair. Yes, as Mr. Mayor indicated, but we will review the plan. We can't take the road widening through the existing structure, but we will take it on the opposite sides of the structure. We will negotiate how much will be taken from the distance from the structure itself.
Any further questions or comments? How would the committee like to handle this application?
I'm prepared to make a motion, Mr. Chair. Okay, we'll do, there's 2 motions in the minor variance first. So I move the minor variance application A5 2021 concerning the property at 1320 Mary Hill Road, requesting to recognize undersized lot being approximately 6094 square meters be approved, subject to on that application B9 2021 is approved and finalized.
Do we have a seconder? I will second. Okay. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion? Motion is carried.
Okay, then to carry on, Mr. Chair, that I would move that application B9 2021, oh, hang on, that consent application C9/2021 concerning the property 1320 Mary Hill Road, known as concerning the property described as 1320 Mary Hill Road and known as 1328 Mary Hill, requesting several strip of land approximately 3.6 meters by 50 meters from 1320 Mary Hill Road and conveyed as a lot addition to the adjacent lands 1328 be approved, subject to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 requirements.
Do we have a seconder?
I'll second it.
Tim? Any discussion? I call the motion. All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you. I would like to remind the applicant that the last day of any appeal expires April 14th, 2021. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
I'll
Thank you.
email out a copy of the decision to you.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
There being no further business,
The, just the minutes
Minutes?
from February,
yes, I was gonna say,
except the minutes, yeah.
have the committee members had an opportunity to review the minutes as circulated for the February 22nd meeting? And are there any changes required? There being
I'll
no
make-
changes, sorry,
Go ahead.
there being no changes indicated, could I have a motion to accept the minutes as posted?
I'll make a motion that the minutes as posted be approved.
Seconder? I'll second that. Thank you. All in favor? It's carried. I guess now we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Well, you don't really need a motion to adjourn meetings, but I'll move that we have motions adjourned, or meetings adjourned.
Meeting's adjourned.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So as I noted earlier, I don't know if you all caught on, then I'll send the balance of the, or next month's application out early next week.
Awesome.
Nancy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything for me to sign?
One application.
All right.
Have a good night, everyone.
I gotta bring it to
Take
Julie.
care. Good to see everybody. Nice to have sunshine.
You got the recordings done?
Mhm.
Perfect. Here's that. So Jim, yes, I was gonna ask about the May meetings. That's perfect because in May, they're doing some work in here. So we have to move downstairs to a smaller room. So if you're not here, then I don't have to worry about the extra bodies. kind of thing. So then I can fit Hans and Reno in the room. And I'll just sit at my desk.
Okay.
So that works perfect. So that was, now that's if we have a May meeting. I'm waiting for applications to come in for that one yet, so,
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank
yeah,
you.
but we'll definitely have 3 for next month. April 17th, I have in my head or something.